Hey YouTube, hi, my name is Mark. This is Nixon Motorsports. This channel is all about motorsports, from racing to exotic cars and even simulators. Today's video is a follow-up video of the Ram 2500 pickup truck. When we increased the wheels and tires, we had a little bit of clearance issues, so let me bring you along. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on. So let me show you the truck here. Let's just pan around here really quick. So this is a 2022 Ram 2500. Now this is the gas-powered, not diesel. So this is the 6.4 liter Hemi. So what's that? About a 392 roughly cubic inch. And this is the truck that we purchased about a month ago. So if you remember, so let me go down here and show you what we did, right? If you remember the other video, we put these 12.5 inch wide, 35 inch tall wheels and tires on this thing right away. In fact, we only had 40 miles on the truck, and we swapped these out. So, like many people, and I've seen many videos out there, a lot of people talk about clearance issues from the front lock to lock, if you will, right? So from the front tires, not the rear, when you're turning to the extreme left or the extreme right, with this size tire, and these are 18 inch, 18 offsets as well, that sometimes rubbing is there. You might need to do a little bit of plastic bodywork stuff, you know, some of the trim areas around the wheel well to clear. So we did all that. In fact, if I go over here and show you, here's a little piece a lot of people talk about. You remove this. Of course we did. And at first I thought, you know, we got this thing taken care of, it's going to work. But after driving it, not very much, just around town, it was pretty clear that that clearance issue with the stock height on the suspension is going to be an issue. So we had choices. We could have done the levelers on the front, where you actually just raise the front of the truck itself a little bit to try to get some clearance of the vehicle, of the tires. But I like the attitude and the I'd like to keep the front and the rear heights roughly the same. It's just a preference of mine. So let me show you what we did. Again, back on the truck. So this now has a 4-inch lift on it, and didn't want to do that initially. I'll be pretty candid with you. I wanted the truck to be still a usable truck. I'm not trying to go out and do you know, off-road events, that kind of thing. But with these 12.5 inch wide, 35 inch tall tires, again with the 18 offset, it required me to do something to eliminate that rub. So we went the BDS radius arm 4-inch lift, and we put that on the truck. It completely solved the clearance issues on the front. Just so you know, if you're looking at this yourself, this is a relatively new install, and this is an operation, a 4-wheel drive company here in the area that does a ton of these things. This truck, because 22 and it's gas, it's not the diesel, you know, springs and things are slightly different, as you might expect, right? And this has the air ride suspension in the rear as well. So a couple little things, but install was not an issue. They got this in the truck, excuse me, worked extremely well. So let me just pan around here and show you what this looks like in case you're considering to do something like this. So I did go with the Fox shocks as well. So here's the rear end of the car. Let me pan down here and get lower so you can see, if you can see that, what it looks like on the see those spacers there under the air suspension. So those were put in the rear. You see these longer struts for the sway bar all had to go in. So that's on the rear end. Let me go to the front. Little more involved. Obviously, bigger springs. Here's the Fox shocks as well. And if you scan down here, you can see the radius arm itself. This is the BDS unit. So that's installed in the truck. Quite nice, right? And rolling around here to the front, you can see some, I think it's just a steering stabilizer that was actually part of the kit and put in there as well. Now there is one thing on this thing that surprised the shop I hired to actually do the install. The drive shaft from the front axle, there was a small clearance issue with the exhaust itself. So in fact, let me go over here and show you. So a small little almost cutout in the exhaust had to be put in place. So let me go down here and show you. Not sure if you can see that, but see this piece here? So we had to have a exhaust shop do a quick little modification here to this this exhaust pipe to clear that front drive shaft. So anyway, just want to let you know what that looks like, okay? So here's the bottom side view. Nice and clean. Of course, when you have a new truck, everything's clean, right? You know, I have one more thing to add here really quick with this this Ram upgrade, right? So one thing I was concerned about with doing a lift, outside of just, you know, I want to be able to tow something once in a while possibly. I wanted to make sure I could get this thing in the garage, right? So I have a single stall here at this house for the truck. At least that was the idea. And so I was a little nervous that this thing might be a challenge to get inside the garage. So this is a normal width height single bay garage. It does fit, just so you know. And I'll put the height from the ground to the top of the roof. I'll put that in the content below. So look in that to give you the dimensions if you need to look at your garage. Okay. So walking around, just showing you the stance and what this thing looks like, so you can digest this for yourself if this is something you want to consider for the Ram 2500. Not too bad, you know, 4-inch lift, not too crazy. It's got a nice look to it. Well, that's it for this video. Pretty short. Just wanted to share the mods to this Ram 2500. The BDS kit, this 4-inch radial arm kit, looks like a pretty very nice kit for the truck. Definitely solves this clearance issue on the front tires. So you might want to look into that, see what you think yourself. But anyway, I just wanted to share this video. I hope this is helpful for you if you are a Ram truck owner and want to consider the wider, taller tire combinations. Okay? That's it for this video. Until next time, ciao.